do not identify yourself with your traumas. Do not identify yourself with the things that you experienced that mess you up mentally, spiritually, physically, sexually. You don't have to identify with those things. Where's that rooted? When you find yourself trying to change your situation, think more positive, and it's going to be tough. And you're going to find yourself going back to same patterns and behaviors because that's what you are used to doing. How old are you? I'm 25, right? I started my awakening journey at 21, and I feel like I'm now starting to understand like what this shit is about. There's so many things that I have to strip myself and detox myself from. And I actually just started doing that probably like last year or 2 years ago. It's been 23 years, bro, since I've been living for other people, living in fear, doubt, negativity. You really think it's only going to take a month for this shit to go away? But I know that this shit is not going to happen right now. And I'm okay with that. I'm appreciative of me growing up and experiencing the things that I've experienced, because this has given me the opportunity to tap in with myself, to really learn about the universe and how to create magic within myself that's there. It's given me the opportunity to realize, to change, to transform, to transition. I'm grateful, and I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not pointing fingers at anyone, because now I know that I don't have to stay in that fucking energy. I don't have to keep continuing to create bad patterns for myself unless I choose that. But I don't have to choose that. I have a choice. I have the opportunity to choose, especially if you're presented with the same shit. That means you didn't learn yet, my love. You choose how long you want to stay in that classroom and learn the same subject over and over. You have all the power there. We put our fears on other people. Oh, what if it don't work out? Oh, but you have bills to pay. Oh, but you have children. Where's the positive aspiration? The support? I believe in you. Where's all of that energy? Why we're getting more of, oh, this is happening to me again. Oh, this is not going to work out. Well, then it's not. Okay, you can blame your mom and your dad or your uncle or your cousins or your spouse all day. You can do that all day. Okay, and how is that helping you now? How has that served you? Where are you now? I bet you still probably angry because you're repeating the same cycles. But if you look at the situation like, I don't care what your situation is. Okay, I've been through this as a child. I was vulnerable. I was innocent. I had no awareness of, and I cannot help the environment or the situation that I was born into. Now, as an adult, create the life that I want. I'm not blaming my mom, my grandmother, whoever raised you. I'm not going to blame them anymore. I'm not blaming them because I have all the power to change my life now. I have the power to create and manifest the life that I desire. Reprogram, rewire your mind, to choose positivity, to allow miracles to come into my experience. I can choose that. I have that ability to choose that. I don't have to feel stuck and stagnated in my life. I don't have to live in fear. I only live in fear because that's what was passed down to me from generations to generations to generations. We have a lot of characteristics of our parents or whoever raised you, whether you believe it or not. And the more you say, I don't want to be like my dad, I don't want to be like my mom, that's exactly who you're going to turn into because you're so focused on not turning into them. How about you put your energy and your attention and shift your mind on the person that you want to become? The more you focus on not trying to be, that's exactly what you're going to attract to yourself. So don't blame your past. Give your past a pat on the back because without your past, you wouldn't be where you are. But do not identify yourself with your traumas. Do not identify yourself with the things that you experienced that mess you up mentally, spiritually, physically, sexually. You don't have to identify with those things. But everything is different. There's people that has a completely different pass than you, and they're handling their shit. So you can boo-hoo, sad story, oh, feel sorry for yourself, oh, poor me. You can stay in that energy as long as you want. But just know that you're going to continuously create cycles and patterns that's going to hinder your growth. Rewire your mind. Set healthy boundaries for yourself. And I don't care how he or she feels. Forget them. You've been living your whole life for other people. It's time to tap into you now. People are going to think this and that about you, whether you're living for you or whether you're not living for you. So that just goes to show that you need to start living for you, because no matter what you're doing, people are always going to have something to say. Live for you. You know how much courage it took for me to wear shorts outside with hair on my legs, wear tank tops with hair under my arms? You know how long that took? I hated the fact that I was hairy growing up. I hated it because it was not something that was accepted by who? Other people. It wasn't accepted. But once I accepted it about myself, like, girl, you are a hairy little ape. You are a hairy monkey. And there's nothing you can do about it. What do you want to do? Keep going through these painful ass hair removal procedures just to be someone you're not? I'm tired of shaving just so I could feel beautiful. But who's telling me that being hairless, a hairless bird, is beautiful? It's society. It's the reprogramming your mind. Who's saying these things? And if it is you, it's something that you made yourself believe. It wasn't something that was like naturally happening. I don't care who look at me like, ew, ew, ew. They caught up in the matrix, okay? They not even happy over here judging me. The moment someone says ew or give you like the sour face, the sour eyebrow raise, that is the moment where you should know that they're not living for themselves. Has nothing to do with you. It's never personal. That's why I always say don't take things personally, because it's never about you. And never assume anything. Like, oh, wow, I want to be like her. Like, she has a lot of confidence. You don't know what they had to do to get there. People that are confident, that really love themselves, they probably been through the worst crap in order for them to get to where they are. I have a lot of compassion and sympathy for people, but I have boundaries too. Don't get me wrong. I can have sympathy for you and hella boundaries. Okay? It's real. You can have compassion. Oh, be understanding. Be understanding. Boundaries. Like, oh, okay, I get it, but I ain't tolerating that. Because I know it's tough. But that don't mean I have to lower my frequency or my vibration to put up with your crap. I don't. Reprogramming your mind. Everything that you believe is true is false. And everything that you believe is false is true. And stop putting limitations on yourself. That's another thing. You're going to limit yourself before you even do something. Before you even do it, you're limiting yourself. I can't do it. Well, the universe is like, well, then you can't. You didn't even try it yet. That was something else that was put on you by society. You're not a limitless person. You come from the universe, the creator, whatever you want to call it, which has infinite energy. You come from infinite source of love, of positivity, of blessings, of protection. Suffering is a choice. You come from infinity. So you are an infinite being. So that means the things that you can create and manifest are infinite. They're never ending. A mansion. I don't care if it's a Lamborghini. Something that you feel like is so far from you. But it's not. It's your mind that's far from obtaining whatever it is. But you can afford to buy a house for $2 million. You can afford to go buy a car for $500K. You can afford to eat healthy food. You can live a healthy lifestyle. You do not have to always be angry and be so quick to go to anger whenever things are not going your way or looking up. You can choose to look at things more positive. You have a choice. The moment you tell yourself you can't do something, ask yourself why. Or the moment you feel yourself about to procrastinate or make an excuse, why? Take your power back. You've been living rat race in this matrix. Detach yourself from it slowly. Don't be hard on yourself and try to do everything all at once, because then you're going to be overwhelmed and then you're just going to not do it. Be more in control of your situation. Be more in control of yourself. You can. And the only way you will is if you believe. And don't say stuff like, oh, well, I'll be able to once no, now. You can always start to do whatever you want to do right now. You're setting limitations and making excuses for yourself. You either find a way or find an excuse. Finding an excuse, though, is more comfortable, though, right? Reprogram your mind. Comfort zone. I am safe. I can blame people People would take pity on me if I just go the route I'm so used to going. I don't want to try anything new. I'm afraid of new stuff. Because what if it don't work out? What if I don't like it? I'd rather take that risk than continue to live for other people. Shit, what do I have to lose? What do I gotta lose? But you didn't lose self. It's there. It's always there. You just gotta tap back into that frequency. Okay, my love? So I just wanted to bring this insight to you, this download, this revelation. Thank you, Spirit. You can do it. I love you all. Have a beautiful day, week, month, year, whatever. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.